I'm Christian Abbott.
I'm Nathan Lavender.
I'm Shaun Abbott.
And this is the Red Mist Podcast.
Hello, welcome to the Red Mist Podcast, Season 2, Episode 26. The Andretti Autosport, number 26, Cambridge Honda Dallara of Colton Herter episode. How about that, Nate?
That's good.
That's good.
Really
I know. I could have
Yeah.
went down the road of the number
Like the
26.
torpedo.
No, I was like number 26 Quaker State NASCAR car, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
Was that like one of the Bodines, or was that like Ricky
Bodine
Rudd or
was in
somebody?
that car. No, you're thinking of the 28, I think.
No. Anyways.
Ricky Rudd car.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Anyways.
Maybe.
That was King Kenny Bernstein's car.
I need to look up who that
Yeah,
is.
look that up.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, on tonight's episode, it's just going to be myself, Shaun, and Nate. Christian is taking the episode off.
Yep.
He's got
On assignment
better
somewhere.
things to do. But
Yeah.
we are recording this a little bit later in the week, actually on a Friday. So
So the weekend's before us.
Yeah, we had to get this in because it was a big weekend of motorsports last weekend, and unfortunately with the 4th of July coming in, we couldn't get it to our usual day, so had to coordinate, and this is the only day that worked for 2 of the 3. Anyways, on tonight's episode, we'll talk NASCAR in Chi-Town,
Oh, yeah.
F1 at the Red Bull Ring, IndyCar at Mid-Ohio, Spa 24 Hours. We'll look ahead to F1 at Silverstone, the British GP. You ready for it, Nate? You know, if you're gonna watch it on Sky, it's gonna be all great things from Britain.
Everything.
Hashtag
The T.
blessed.
Yes,
Team
that
LH.
too. Of course.
Anyways, IMSA will be at Motorsport this weekend. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park to you. WEC is at Monza, Ferrari's backyard. NASCAR goes to Atlanta with the Cup and Xfinity Series. However, the trucks are at Mid-Ohio.
Which that's going to be a good race.
That's exciting because
and there's a good entry coming in.
yeah,
from
well,
what I
there's
hear.
there's an exciting entry that's coming in, and that is one
yeah.
Marco Andretti. Very
With
excited.
Spire.
Yes, Spire.
Racing.
We'll get to them later.
Or is it Andretti?
No,
I don't know.
it's Spire.
Who knows?
We'll get to it later. Anyways, so let's start. We're gonna save NASCAR. Usually we kick off on NASCAR, but we're gonna save it. I know the folks our listeners are gonna be devastated by this change in format, but it was just too good of a race to talk about. Anyways, so we'll kick off with F1 at the Red Bull Ring, and what can we say? But Max was hot from the start, from Friday through Sunday, and dominated.
I mean, that's a grand slam, right?
Yeah, that's the grand slam.
All of it.
Yeah.
So he swept the weekend.
Yep.
I mean, had himself a weekend. To say the
He
least,
did.
You know?
He did. Checo rebounded.
He got on the podium.
The podium.
So,
Yep.
Which, I mean, that's what he needed to do. He, especially in Red Bull's backyard.
That's very true.
Yeah. So it was that was really important, and I'll tell you, I was really kind of shocked by Haas's pace. I really thought they'd be maybe like flirting with the points, but I mean,
Yeah.
jeepers.
I know.
Like
It was.
DNF and Kevin Magnussen was just, I mean, behind the 8 ball, really.
I know. And the funny thing was that McLaren had the pace.
Capitalized. They had, oh my God, Lando Norris. I mean, I was kind of like thinking of the idea he'd be a dark horse, but I mean, things fell his way. He could have gotten the podium, maybe.
Yeah. No, he was. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely. I mean, Leclerc, again rebounded. That was good for him. He needed that. Sainz was consistent throughout the weekend. But Lando, he outpaced the Astons, so good on him. Fred Fred again was the well, I shouldn't say that. Lando was the top finishing Mercedes engine car, followed by Fred, and then podium for Mercedes cars was Team LH, Lewis. # blessed.
Yeah, he got a good result.
Yep.
And well, I mean, what else did we look at? I mean, I'd even say Alex Albon. You know, he was.
Oh, without a doubt.
A surprise.
Yeah, but you know, he just missed out on the points, but still.
He was close. I was just thinking it could have worked, you know. And everyone was falling off the track, you know, with all these time penalties, which is, I mean, I guess first spotted by Lando to kind of begin that radio chatter, and it just floated to everyone else. Lewis then saying it, like, you know, it was just amazing. And I mean, Esteban Ocon has like so much. I mean, how many times did he go off track? Like at least 10, right? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Some of certain people were getting 5-second penalties, and then it was adding up to be like 10, 15. Like shocking, really shocking.
It was. But
so do you just count off track? Like just like get rid of that?
Yeah. Apparently news broke yesterday that they're gonna put gravel traps out there.
They should do something.
I agree. And part of the problem was that the reason they weren't out there was they thought it was an issue with the MotoGP guys.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right. That makes sense. But I'll tell you, I think gravel trap would actually be more beneficial for F1. To, I guess, have a better understanding of where the line is of shortcutting the track or not, you know. But even so, like, even if you go that wide, it's
I think that's...
Am I going to say it? It's not really that much of an advantage.
I'll be honest with you. I think that's one of those tracks where I think the IndyCar rule of having no track limits is probably the best.
Oh,
you know, at that corner.
Like, at Coda, when they were at Coda, they just
like
had
the last corner at Coda.
Yeah.
You know?
That was fun.
I mean, it's a tightening right-hand radius corner, and it's just it's downhill, and it's super quick, and it comes on top of another right-hander at the top of that. It's just those are two fast, tough corners, and I think on those two corners, I think they could do without track limits. I don't think it's going to make a difference one way or another. You want to go out there, go right ahead, because you're going to wreck your car. But you know, that should be the feeling on that. But it would have, you know, I thought it was kind of the stuff that went on afterwards was ridiculous. I will say this: I am super tired of Team Mercedes and the two snitches.
Well, isn't Lando a snitch now, or
no? He was tongue in cheek.
He was right.
Policing the two of them. I've had it. I think it got to the point where actually Toto had it
with Lewis.
Yes,
he's like, I know the car's bad, just drive it.
Please drive. The quote was, "Lewis, we know the car is bad. Please drive the car." That was my bad Toto imitation. Anyways,
which I mean, but it's spot on.
Yeah, but I think I also. But it also, I wonder if there's some hankering from the contract negotiations that hasn't gone anywhere yet. So.
Right.
That episode, but that was just, you know, it's like, Lewis, just drive, please. It's just him and George, the two of them, it's just unbelievable.
I don't know. Lewis did say he has 5 more years in him, at least.
Oh, okay, great.
So maybe, let's see.
All right.
Autosport, I think. That's where I found it.
That's it. Anyway, so, you know, it's just.
That means more Georgie Porgy. Right?
Yeah. Do I really have to put up to that? Oh, man.
I mean, at least half a decade, Shaun. I mean, unless Toto's just like had enough of like, maybe they wreck both tasks somewhere else and actually do a swap again. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if. I'm kind of curious what's going to happen if they don't. they don't come to a contract negotiation with Sir Lewis.
Oh yeah.
But hashtag blessed on that. Anyways, just
Shaun, does he move somewhere? Would he move somewhere?
Lewis?
Yeah. Not Ferrari.
No. I mean, that would.
No.
I mean,
Because
Ferrari.
he jokes with them how they make so many mistakes.
I'm just curious about. It's really. I'm kind of curious where Carlos is going to go. Because Carlos's father, Carlos Sainz Sr., is very much tied in with Audi in terms of the rallying. So I'm curious if he goes to Sauber.
Oh wow! So you maybe
Sauber
think
/ Audi.
So are you ready for this? Maybe Sebastian Vettel and Carlos Sainz, the two drivers.
No, I don't think Sebastian's coming back. I think he's done.
Okay.
I think he's done. But I don't know. I mean, if he was, let's put it this way: if Hamilton can't come to an agreement,
right?
There's two places he can go. One, he would go back to McLaren.
Okay.
Because I think Lando will go to Mercedes then.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
Zach adores Lewis, so I could see that. The other one I could see this happening is Hamilton goes to Aston.
With
Fred.
Not Fred.
With Fred.
With Fred?
With Fred.
Oh my God. I don't know about that.
Well, no, because Big Daddy.
Okay, but I get that. But
Big Daddy will drop. Big Daddy
really
drops.
Retire.
No, he'll take young Lance and he'll get shipped off to Williams.
So reserve driver.
No, because Sargent's done it this year. He's on a 1-year contract. He's done. They'll get Big Daddy will put him down there and he'll pay for his ride and then they'll be all happy. So
and then Williams will get more competitive, right? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, just maybe.
Mercedes engine.
Yeah. Well, they have a Mercedes engine, right?
A Lawrence Stroll, Toro Rosso team,
yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. So anyway, I could see that happen. And I mean, the only other big shakeup I could see is if Red Bull decides to pull the pin on Perez. Then that'll shake everything.
Daniel Ricciardo's on the grid now, so one's maybe going to go out or, right?
I guess I don't know.
Logan Sargent, right?
No, he's the
first one out.
That kid's done. He'll be.
Yeah, he's the first one out on the grid next year. I would say.
What do you mean first one on the grid?
First one out.
Yes, I would probably say he is the first one out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, if everything stays status quo, he's still out, and I think Liam Lawson goes there.
But I'll tell you, I think this weekend coming up, I know I'm a little, kind of jumping the gun, but I really think this is his best chance to get points all season.
Right. And again, we can get to this a little bit later, but I mean, I know they showed pace in practice FP1 and 2 today, again, but that's over one lap. Over race distance, we'll see.
Right. What's the spread there?
Right. I mean, because look at Haas. They had 2 good qualifying efforts, and, it was like the hand grenade happened, so.
Right.
Anyway, so let's move on to the constructors' driver standings. Max continues to draw away. So I think he'll be. He should be crowned. Hopefully, maybe this weekend if he wins.
This weekend, or maybe next. It's super close because he could really just.
I think by the time they get to, I think by the time the summer break, it could be over. But we shall see.
Oh, we'll see at Spa, right? So,
yep. Anyways, Checo is hanging on to second by 17. Fred by 25 over Sir Lewis, who has a 24-point lead over Carlos, who's ahead of Leclerc. And Leclerc is tied with Georgie Porgy.
Oh, yeah. So, I think that's a Leclerc win.
And then on the constructor's side, let's just give the trophy to Red Bull.
Really?
However, Mercedes has pulled ahead of Aston Martin because of nepotism. Because on the Aston Martin side, because young Lance can't get points, so he's killing it there. Anyways, all right. So on we go to the British GP.
which I think is a favorite for a lot of the drivers.
Great track. It will be
Great track.
Insufferable listening if you're listening on ESPN to the Sky folks, who will tell you everything of how great Britain is. The F1 broadcast team of Ben Edwards subbing for Alex Jakes this weekend, as Alex has the weekend off, has Jolyon Palmer in the booth, along with one James Hinchcliffe.
That would be fun.
I will be listening to that. Very excited about that. So anyways, so we will get to a little recap and prognostications later in the podcast. So we'll conclude our IndyCar Formula One coverage. Let's go on to IndyCar. From Mid-Ohio.
Ohio. Yeah.
What can we say here? I think the surprise of the weekend initially was Herter and Rahal on the front row. Not so much Colton Herta, but Graham Rahal returns to the front row.
Right. And he's really, I mean, it's his home track, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe, that plays
he was
into
inspired.
account, but inspired. Yes.
Also, that was, it's been 26 years since a Herta Rahal front row once again, when Colton's father, Brian, and Graham's father, Bobby, were in the front row at Long Beach.
Oh, wow.
A little tasty
tidbit
there.
Nice. I like that.
That was good.
Like,
So,
nice
to see kind of RLL rebound and qualifying. All three cars did quite well, so good for them. However,
Christian Lagarde continues his way in qualifying.
However, we did have a scary incident in morning practice with Simon Pagenaud having a big off down the back straight. No brakes. Woof.
Yep, and barrel rolled 7 times.
Barrel rolled. This was very close to the Michael Andretti incident of 25 years ago.
Oh, I know. And
same spot, too.
I looked it up on YouTube, and it was pretty darn close to what it was.
Yeah, it was. Except I think Simon made it to the barrier. Almost to the barrier.
He was pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was on its side when he was there. So it was cool to see him get out under his own power.
Get out, unfortunately, he was held out of the race. Not so much. I mean, I think there was good protocol on this because they have those the sensors, I guess, in the ear sensors, and it was like, was it 80 Gs? I don't know. Something. There was some silly heavy amount. However, it's like when you go over a certain amount, you're out for the afternoon, but also potentially for the next day. I think that was the right decision.
Oh, for sure.
So
for sure, and that gave the nod to Connor Daly,
who was just hanging around there.
And I think he beat Castro Neves in the race.
Oh, well, exciting there. Connor had to have his mom bring his driving gear from Indianapolis to Mid-Ohio, along with his seat. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So good opportunity there for Connor. That was good. He had to start shotgun on the field. So what did he have to lose?
Right. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. But anyways, he brought the car home. That's all you can ask for in the race. So that was good. As for the race itself, early part of the race, Herter dominated. And then once again, Andretti Autosport Strategy let him down. Had a little failure in the pit lane on entry, but still, I just don't understand what goes on in the pit wall there. They are Ferrari of IndyCar.
As of right now,
we are on Plan Z. We are checking,
and also the RLL guys with Graham Rahal. I mean, he dropped to 11th.
Yeah, and they had a bad stop, and he
rebounded to 7th. But
right,
I mean,
but
what it could have been.
Yeah, what it could have, should have, right?
Oh yeah.
But Palou, man, he was on fire.
He was, and Scott Dixon was second best. All weekend.
Yep.
It was just
Chip likes winners. Yeah, Chip likes winners. So.
Right.
Yeah, we had 3 of Chip's cars in the top 10, which was nice to see.
Armstrong,
Yep, finishing 9th. Again, continues his lead in the Rookie of the Year standings, even though he's not running the ovals. So.
Says
pretty well. No, it's good for him. However, Will Power bounced back, gave no one the bird, double bird this weekend. So nice third place finish by Will the Thrill. And then great finish here for RL with Christian Lundgaard, fourth, well deserved. Scotty Mack was fifth. David Malukas in the coin car, great run. Exactly.
For sure.
Yep. Followed by Graham, and then Pato.
He was a bit off sequence.
He was off. He was off sequence the whole weekend. So he threw it away and threw it. He did. Threw it away in qualifying. I mean, so again, as much as the NBC guys want to tout this kid's horn, he doesn't. He hasn't done anything that he's. I don't know. Whatever. It's like Lee Diffie, the likable, whatever.
Yeah. He's always. He probably overused his stuff too. He's just
him and T-Bell.
That's just.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
T-Bell.
And then we had Rossi in 10th. Colton rebounded to 11th, and then Jay New in 12th. Jay New was just nowhere this weekend. I don't know what was going on. So I think we got an Indy 500 hangover here.
Oh, big time. Come on, Shaun. I mean, years like almost done, and glory time. Still in cloud nine.
On the points side, we got Palou leading. He's kind of walking away here. He's got 110 points on. I'm sorry, 90 points on Dixie, who's now second. This is awesome. He hasn't done anything all year. Jay New 261. Oh no, it is. I'm sorry, it is 110 points. Jay New 6 back from Dixie. Erickson at 255. Pato with the fade, and he's going to get hounded by McLaughlin and Will
Power.
Soon.
I think Will Power is going to start really charging here the rest of the season.
I will say this: as bad of a season he's having, Colton Hurd is still 9th.
I mean, it's just, but look at the rest of the grid. You got Kyle Kirkwood winning one race.
Right.
And
then I got that. But as bad as he's having, he's 9th. So he potentially, he could pull a little Dixon. He could pull a Dixon thing here,
Yeah. Start charging at the end.
Right.
And I think you're right. I think you're onto something, because I'll tell you, Will Power is in that position. I mean, he's getting podium after podium lately.
Yeah.
And, Scott Dixon's a matter of time before he wins 4 races in a row.
That's true.
So.
That's true. Yeah. And Nate, just to go back to your point, yes, Connor finished P20 ahead of Helio, who finished P21.
So they held hands the whole race.
Yep. And a big shout out to Benjamin Peterson, who earned no favors this weekend going forward.
Seriously,
what were you doing? I don't know. I have no idea.
Making more enemies than
I know, and it was
anything,
like, dude,
right?
you weren't even.
You were get out of the way.
Out of the way. You were
down.
like P nowhere, and whatever.
Like there was one car behind him.
Just move. Like he held up so many guys, it was ridiculous.
Such as Scott McLaughlin.
It was a funny incident in the pit lane after the race, but Scotty Mack didn't go all willpower. He didn't give him the double bird.
Oh my god,
that would have been hilarious.
I mean, great opportunity too.
I thought it would have been.
Man.
I know.
I was getting close.
I wonder if he's thinking about it. Like maybe I should have.
But Peterson put his back to him. He was just like,
I know, but he could have just, whatever. Even if he did it to his back, it would have been awesome. I would have applauded him for that.
Oh my god, right? Just right to him, but he doesn't see it. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh, anyway. Just for last, like Devlin Francesco's beating you. Why are you like?
I know. He finished P14.
Yeah. So I mean.
Anyways, where did RHR finish? He just finished ahead of Connor. That didn't work out so well for ECR.
The replacement drivers hanging out.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. He finished one place behind you, and he only ran the warm-up session. He started dead last. Anyways. All right. So IndyCar, where are we off to next? Hold on. Pull up the schedule. Oh, Toronto.
Okay. Yeah.
July 16th. Oh, that'll be fun. That's next weekend.
That'll be a Scott. No, I'll tell you what. That's going to be a Scott Dixon victory right there.
That
I'm already going to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm already going to tell you that right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll save that for our podcast
I got that
next week.
smelling. Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's enough with IndyCar. Let's just quickly move on to next up on our agenda here. Let's just move the Spa to the 24 hours. I mean, Jesus. What a string of races. You went from Le Mans to, a lot of these guys went to Watkins Glen for the 6 hours, and then they went back to Spa for the 24 hours.
That's like a great month.
I'll probably get beat for this, but probably on the most, I think, demanding road course for a 24-hour race.
Oh, for sure. I'm
not taking,
line
trust me, I'm not taking anything out of Le Mans, because that race has, that 24-hour race is hypercar, prototypes, GT cars, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but this is just GT3 cars going at it for 24 hours, and it's just a wow. But the Rowe BMW took the victory with Philip Eng, Nick Yellowly, and Marco Whitman. So it was a ding-dong race throughout. No one pulled away in this race at all. We had bad weather overnight, some caution periods and stuff, so it kept the field tight. But overall, I thought, it was. I was popping in and out over the weekend watching it, and then was able to get caught up on the race recaps. So it was a great race. So just fun. I love that race, and I love that track. So that's cool.
It's a great track.
Yeah,
but that's a great track to have it in endurance races.
And Rowe was your overall winner, and that was in the Pro division. In the Pro-Am division, this was crazier. So the Sun Energy Mercedes, which has NASCAR favorite Kenny Habul.
Oh God, no way.
Who races in IMSA also, and that I love Kenny, love his enthusiasm. Australian born American businessman, and his Sun Energy Mercedes. Weekend started off okay, and then Thursday evening took a turn for the worst as Kenny put it into the barrier big time. Kenny ended up in the hospital with a vertebra issue, which required surgery. But Kenny, being the man that he is, didn't want the team to pack it up. Purchased a new car from his hospital bed.
Oh my gosh!
That's pretty cool. So necessitated them bringing in a reserve driver, backup driver. So Adam Aseki to join Martin Conrad, Nicky Katzberg, who we'll get to in a minute, and Chaz Mossert from V8 Supercars. So last weekend was a good weekend if you were a V8 Supercar fan.
Oh, yeah, right. That's
so Chaz took the Pro-Am win and that. But in Spa. Now, Chaz did some monster stints.
My gosh.
He did a triple overnight, and then he did like another double in the morning and another double to seal the deal where I think Nicky Katzberg brought it home. So, that's just the quality driver that he is. I mean, I put him behind SVG in the paddock, in the supercar grid. Even though he's on Walkinshaw, but
he knows how to wheel a car.
He can wheel a car.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So Justin Marks, please put Chaz in a Project 91 ride. That would be nice.
Right.
I would like to send out a shout out to Nicky Katzberg though. This guy, he is a wheelman. Okay, this year alone, talk about hitting for this guy. He's
hitting them all this year. Le Mans.
Yeah, so he won Daytona. He took the Daytona Class win. Okay.
Yep.
In the vet.
Right.
Goes to Le Mans, wins with Ben Keating and Nico Verone at Le Mans. Takes the GTE, whatever it is, LM, whatever, win in class, and then takes the Spa 24.
Has anyone won all the.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
24
Sorry. Did he take the Nürburgring? Wait a minute. I think he took.
Did he take Nürburgring?
He took Nürburgring instead
No
of
way.
Daytona. He took Nürburgring instead of Daytona. That's right.
Okay.
But he had a top 3 finish at Daytona.
Yeah.
I
Still.
mean, this guy is like
On fire.
on fire. Love him. Hope he stays with Cat. And the cool thing is, Corvette lets him run these other races with the Spa race with other teams and Nürburgring with other teams. So that good on him. But great. What a wheelman. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah. So
that was the Spa 24 hours till next year.
yeah.
Winding down on big endurance events. I guess the biggest one left really is
Is it petite?
yeah, it's Petite
Yeah. So
in October. So that's the big one. Like the WEC still has their races, but I'm just talking anything over
like
I think
10
12 hours. 12 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
anyways, all right. Okay, so let's move on to the this is the elephant in the room.
Big time. Oh my
right.
God. Shaun, I'm gonna lose it.
So what was this? What did they call this race? The Grant Park 200?
220, which I mean,
220.
I'm gonna
Okay.
begin
Now,
with this.
Grant Park's
no.
Grant
SVG
Park's
won the.
Grant Park's
Hey, yeah, he won
Grant-
the 175 mile race.
Right,
That's
right.
what he won.
Grant Park, it doesn't matter. He would have won the 220. Grant Park is a location in Chicago. So, but you're telling me that they couldn't get a corporate sponsor for this?
Who knows? I mean, there was a lot going on. McDonald's had like a Bubba's block or party or something. Like
Wow.
I don't know. So
Great.
There,
Okay.
there was a few things. So I mean, I don't know. I just that came up to mind
Bubba,
immediately.
who finished.
But both of them put in the tire wall anyway.
He finished P31. That was a good outing.
Ah,
There we go.
well, he
Anyways,
did something
moving on.
not so good
No,
in the race.
no, I know. As did my favorite driver, Austin Dillon.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did you watch that live?
Nate, I believe we were all texting each other at that point.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because I just imagined your reaction, just like, oh. Oh my God! I was
Anyways.
laughing my ass off when
Yeah.
I saw that.
So, anyway, so
was like, predictable.
let's get to this. So this first off, highly anticipated race in the streets of Chicago. First time NASCAR's on the streets of a fair
A street
state.
race, first street race ever
Yeah,
for NASCAR Cup race.
right.
So the history is already being made, which is pretty cool.
That's very cool. And you know, I had my reservations about this.
So did Denny Hamlin.
I know. I think a lot of people
Oh, yeah.
did.
Oh yeah.
My biggest thing was I just thought there was going to be pile up after pile up after pile up after pile up.
I mean, you can see that, right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
given
just-
where
it's-
they go,
yeah,
and they still
it's
have these
just-
like green, red, checkered finishes.
Right.
Like,
Right.
And really, I mean, as the race progressed, it was just like, all right, they're getting used to it,
Yeah.
and cautions did fly, but it wasn't anything like overly predicted, I would say. Because I mean, there was the one track block,
Right.
but then you saw a couple of cars go in the rain line, or like you overdo it in the braking zone and end up in the tire wall.
Yep.
Kyle Busch, for example,
Yeah.
right? My pick, Tyler Reddick. I was so annoyed when I saw that. I was
Yeah.
like, what the heck?
Well, I mean, both of those guys were actually able to extricate themselves from the tire walls. So I mean, Kyle did have his could have been a big one, but you know, I give it to him the way he angled the car to go into the tire wall. So good on him. But the toughest thing with this race was all weekend the weather. The Xfinity race got interrupted by it.
And weird enough on that one, that was called before halfway.
Right.
That was really weird.
That was force majeure, as they call it. They weren't going to come back from that. That's what they
No.
called it.
No, they weren't going to have Monday.
Right. Because
So-
the way Monday was shaping up. Now, of course, we get to, like qualifying for the Cup. I mean, it was a great session. SVG took third. Tyler Reddick second, and Denny with a great pole run took P1. I thought all fair.
Right?
Yep. Who was fourth?
And I thought
Was
maybe
Truex fourth?
wow. He was up there. He had at least a top 10, and
yeah.
he was going to be a reserve pick for me because he's really good at Sonoma.
Yeah.
That's his best track, road course.
I don't know. He seems to be clicking. So good for him. I mean, he's got the win, so he's locked in. So I like to say that he's got the win. You're locked in. We get to Sunday, and then it's just rain,
Buckets.
rain, and like of course we come on live on NBC, and it's like, is this thing gonna start? And then,
but it did.
It did.
At 5 p.m.
It did. Christian and I were rushing in between, working on the Red Mist karting team carts in between the time that it was supposed to start and the time that it did start. We were actually able to get to a viewing establishment to sit down and found a spot where the race was on 2 TVs. So we were very excited about that.
That's fantastic.
So that's where we were texting you from.
Okay. Oh my gosh! Yeah, I was watching.
Unfortunately, we were at the end of the bar area, so no one was bothering us. So that was good.
Cool. And I'll tell you, that race did have everything.
It did.
You know, I'll tell you who Corey LaJoie put on the best overtake of the race. I would say. I know SVG was kind of like he set the dummy.
No. I agree. I agree with you. Although I thought, well, I shouldn't say this. SVG's moves in the race were predictable, but they were classic supercar moves on the street courses.
I know.
You just knew they were coming. It's like, oh, he's gonna and he just jumped on the brakes at the last minute, and the guy was like, oh. He's by me. You know? Right,
like Kyle Larson was just couldn't believe his pace.
Right. Well, but some of the moves when he was coming through the field. Now, where the race kind of took, up until that point, we had Reddick, we had Denny, and then Denny creamed the wall. I mean, Reddick, yeah, like those guys. Again, like now, and this is. I'm going to take this one step further. So we had Bell, Reddick, right? For the longest time. Both got dirt car backgrounds, right? Sprint car.
So they can drive. Wheel.
Right. They can wheel. And then Larson was coming through the field. And SVG is no slouch in a sprint car.
No.
Down under.
That's right.
He has
dirt background as well.
Yeah. So we need to get him up here, over here, so he can do the Chili Bowl, and then he can run in Larson's series.
God, and just dominate.
Yeah. No, not dominate, Seriously. But just run in it because it'd be friggin' awesome. But anyways, I would say that I'm just saying, just from those conditions, I thought those guys did a great job. But it also showed that that car on the street course is a very drivable car for anybody to do.
Well, and for him, SVG.
I was just talking. I was talking Bell and Reddick, who had never been on a street course before.
Right.
So I mean, it's just all about car control. Mm-hmm. And again,
so they're walking away with it.
Yeah, and I wasn't surprised with Larson. I was not surprised that he came through the field. But these guys know how to preserve. They know how to make the tires last. Even SVG. I mean, it was those four were making it look like fun. And Kyle Busch was doing all right. I thought Kyle was fine.
I just think he overdid it at one corner. Right. And then I think that's where he ended up in the tires.
But then we had the late yellow.
Noah Gragson. 6 times.
6 times. In the Baconator car.
I loved how they had the sponsorship at Winnie Reg.
I love when they kept flashing back to the pinnacle. I love when they flash back to the pit box and they had all these like Wendy's winners in the pit box. I mean, just like they had no clue what was going on. Anyways, so but then the decision. So they pit and then they make the decision to shorten the race.
I called this. I said I had a feeling that this was either going to be a shortened race by laps or timed. And
I
sure
thought
enough, it ended up being.
Yeah, Christian said to me, he goes, maybe this will be a time race. I said, well, given that it's going to get dark, I thought, yeah. But I said, now they restacked the field, but they left
the guys on the actual strategy,
right,
like behind, including Christopher Bell.
I didn't get that. Anyways, so that made
after that pit stop happened, right? Like that's what they announced. They were like, oh, by the way, we are shortening this race.
Right, and there was some great tweets from people.
Justin Haley was just like, hell yeah.
Well, and he was definitely hell yeah because he needs a win.
Well, that's just it. And
but
Austin Dillon,
this was like, you're going to try and go to the distance, but they had pitted before the guys in the back, and I'm going, they're going to need a crap load of yellows to get there.
Right, and more caution laps to kind of just keep the race going.
But the track was drying, and I was like, these guys aren't going to make it. And then, so
the passes were going to get more ambitious. I don't know. I just saw it as it was going to be a caution fest, but
right. And we had
Austin Dillon getting to the wall. That was my favorite.
What was the text? There was there were about 3 simultaneous WTFs. And about 8 other Austin Dillon idiot comments from all 3 of us. It was hilarious. Which I thought I was dying. But as that kind of when they started that final push, this is before the accident. You start watching things. So Reddick's coming through, but SVG's coming through. And then Bell got into the wall, right?
Yeah,
he wrecked.
Bell did get into the wall,
and then Reddick went off. Right.
He went under the tires.
Right. So he went into the tires, and then SVG starts coming through. Now SVG is just coming through, and he is just picking people off left and right. Now who's
before you know it, he's third.
Right, but who's coming behind him? Larson.
It was Kyle Larson.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And Larson was just sitting there. That's what those all his comments. Like, I was watching him. I'm still amazed at what he was doing. And I'm going, he's coming. And all you see is who's the fastest car on the track. It's SVG. And he's just plucking people off on spots. These guys oh, he passed me here. He passed me there. And then it's now he gets to the top 3 and he goes by Busch he was standing still.
Well, as soon as he got by Kyle Busch, I was like, "Oh boy!"
Yeah,
he has a real shot.
Yeah, he does. Right, and then
because the 2 cats in front of him, it was
Haley and who was really in front of him
passing them. It was Haley and Austin Dillon.
And then Dillon throws it.
Yeah, he just.
SVG passed them, right?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think
whatever.
Austin Dillon.
It was Austin Dillon. It was Austin Dillon doing Austin Dillon things. Anyways, at least he did it to himself this time. He didn't take anybody out.
Oh my god!
All right. So then,
Kevin Harvick.
Right, and then looming behind Justin Haley. Now somebody should have a meme of this. Should have Justin Haley as one of the prototypes from Le Mans, and then what they should have had was they should have superimposed SVG like they did with the Garage 56 car.
Oh my god! Right.
He was coming, and it was I'm going. This kid has, and they're going Jeff Burton's I think he got it. I'm no.
Oh, he couldn't even say
Jeff.
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, Gisbergen and Rick Allen with I don't even know what the hell he was talking, and then Dale Jarrett was talking something dumb, and it's just the only one that could say it right was Dale Jr.
Right. It was I think he started going SVG, or I think it was the MRN guy.
Right.
Guy.
Oh, the MRN. Yeah, he was good. I thought he was all right.
He was good.
He was good. But see, the reason he was good was because they were doing radio style. That's what he does. He calls it on the radio.
Yeah. So
it was good. He was doing good.
Walk for him.
Right. Yeah, it was good. But I thought, but it was that stuff was painful. It was oh god.
Just Jeff Burton came on. I was oh
Jesus, Jeff Burton, friggin' NBC's version of Clint Boyer. Anyways.
Wow.
Yeah.
So true.
I went
so
there.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
Not wrong.
now SVG gets to him and takes him. But I give credit to Haley. He fights back,
Well,
sort of.
sort of.
Sort
It's
of.
the
I
right
mean,
word.
he got ahead of him, and then SVG just
SVG
SVG was just like,
right.
no.
Yeah,
SVG
he
just
spoke.
goes, I'll just tap the brakes here. You go by, and then he goes right by him again. And I was going, what were you doing? You have no tires left. It was like, I was dying. I was laughing.
Broke his ankles.
Right? Yeah, I did. It looked like one of those moves on the
Broke his
basketball court. He basically
ankles,
broke his ankles.
Oh
So,
my God.
anyways, that was
And
awesome.
he set sail, man. I was like,
you said
no.
no, and you were like, this is gonna happen.
Yeah, who's gonna pass him? Shaun, who's gonna pass him?
No one at that
He's
point.
gone.
And then they
Yeah,
threw
not
it.
at
Then
that
they have a
point.
caution. And I'm like, ugh.
6 laps.
Here we go.
It's just like,
They're
my
gonna
God.
do some way to hose them, right?
Yes, he was. Oh my God, Shaun.
They were gonna-
I thought
no,
it was gonna
you know
be
what
like
they were gonna
Coda,
do? This
where
is
they
what
just like
I was-
told those into turn one.
I was waiting for the proverbial. Oh, we're gonna have a red flag.
Oh no, then it rains again.
Right. Anyways, so that caution was brought up by Bubba.
Yeah, with Stenhouse involved
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, that was a
So,
great move, Bubba. Well done.
Yeah,
Jesus, I shouldn't say Bubba.
Legendary
Daryl,
stuff.
whatever. Oh,
Daryl.
God,
these Daryl
Anyways.
Walls, right? Like,
I do,
okay.
yeah, I can't call him Bubba. I don't even know why people call him Bubba. I like Daryl, but anyways, oh man, the kid is he's brutal out there. He really is.
He's so good at road courses, Shaun.
Anyways,
Anyway,
moving on. And then, and then SVG pulls away and takes the win. First time since Johnny Rutherford at Daytona in the 400 won on debut, as they say, debut from wherever you're from, or debut. First road course ringer since Mark Donohue at Riverside.
first what? Shaun?
Road course ringer.
He is a road course ringer. Yes.
Right. Since
So-
Mark Donohue at Riverside, driving for the captain in an AMC Matador. Go look that up. That was a piece of American iron. Anyways, amazing.
I mean, what a finish! I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I was
I
psyched.
was seriously like, "What in the world just
and
happened?"
the other thing is SVG was like, he had to come from behind every time, because don't forget that pit crew is basically, that's not a full-time pit crew.
No, they show up like maybe 4 or 5 times a year.
Right, or it's guys from the
Right.
shop that actually know how to pick cars. That
Oh my God.
so I mean, this
Yeah.
isn't one of the hired gun pit crews, which is something I think they need to I think Trackhouse needs to kind of do, so they don't put the drivers at. I know it's expensive, but I think they need to kind of look at doing that.
Maybe. I mean, do you make it full time?
Well,
Or just keep it the way it is?
It's something. I
'Cause
think
you find someone like
you
this,
got to have
makes you
guys.
think.
Well, they got to be in practice rotation during the week with the regular pit crew.
But you
when
want to
it-
know something? You want to know something about SVG though? Here's where I think it gets a little interesting, because he said he has 1 more year left in his Supercross contract.
Yes, he has 1 more year, and then but the other comment that came out this weekend was that was I going to get to this? Hold on, Nate. 1 second. I just want to.
I had to bring it up. I had
Yeah,
to,
no.
because I just,
No. He said that he'd like to come over after his contract's up. Now, he's just saying, I got a contract. Well, Jamie Wincup, who runs the team that he runs for
Right.
888, said absolutely he would let him go if he had an opportunity.
Right. And so, if the opportunity is there,
Right.
I mean, I think he takes it, right? I mean, SVG
Oh,
at the Daytona 500.
Without a doubt.
Imagine that.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm going to just tell you who's probably going to get first dibs on him.
Who?
I think Trackhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but
Well, you got
the thing I
if
struggle
you
with
look
is
at
like,
if you look
is
at
it
all
going to
the
be a 3-car operation,
yeah.
or do you like keep it at 2?
Well, Ganassi was a 3-car operation.
For a little bit. But
Yeah, I
then they
know,
went
but
to
I
2.
mean, here's the deal with SVG. What company backs him?
Chevrolet,
No. What's his
Honda.
biggest? No, what's his biggest sponsor?
Red Bull.
You got it.
Red.
You got it.
Yeah.
So not that they have to come back and run a Red Bull. They can run a Red Bull car.
They could.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, I think it's very much possible. They have the one Red Bull car, and it works. Right?
Absolutely. No, well, the team.
There's could be a one car deal.
There's enough guys down. Like Wincup said that. So I mean, look, he's not gonna. He knows. Look, they all know. I mean, he's the guy can drive anything. Okay. I mean, people should understand it. He doesn't just drive V8 supercars. He runs sprint cars down there. He runs GT cars across the world. The guy was the IGTC GT3 champion at one point. So, I mean, we all know that
in the 12-hour
race. Right. We all know that he's good. Okay. It's like people here in the States, they don't know anything about the guy. Okay. But I mean, we'll get Derek, our V8 supercar insider.
Correspondent.
We'll get him in on the next, once we get through this stretch because we got a lot going on. But so I think that was, I could say, my guess, it's as much as I would love to see him go to Penske and just Penske's like, Logano, you're gone.
Oh my God. Well.
Look,
I know.
Look, because here's the reason why I'm saying that. Because Scotty Mac's there.
Yeah. I don't see it happening. I mean,
I know. I don't either. Unfortunately. As much as I'd like to see that happen.
Think about it, Shaun. What do you do with eventually, like maybe Scott McLaughlin's contract with Indycar is done? Does he go to NASCAR afterwards?
No, I think Scotty Mac's long term. I think he. Oh, sorry. Had a little issue here with my laptop. Sorry. Sorry about that.
You're good. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
I tried to do something dumb, and I apologize. I spilled some water.
Shaun, your water broke.
Oh, boom.
Oh. See?
Somebody's hearing the water. Somebody just heard the water pour into the glass. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I can't. Sorry. Really sorry about that. Anyways, what a mess.
No, you're good.
It's all good. My God. It's all good. It happens. This is what happens. I'm trying to do the production, and this is usually where Christian's not doing anything, and I'm over there having water and stuff.
This is our best episode already.
Christian's over there telling me, like, stop eating when I'm, like, having a snack. Anyways. Jay, Jesus. I'm curious where he. I think Trackhouse is going to try and make every effort to take him.
Oh, they really should
because
their team's going to be winning.
He fits right
all the time.
But he's that type of personality that fits right into that team.
Yeah.
Which is good. I just like at. God, he goes to Gibbs Racing. I got two teams for him: Penske or Trackhouse. That's where I see it.
I think it's at least going to be a Chevrolet team. At least it's going to be Trackhouse. I think has dibs, but look.
Oh yeah, Penske's a Ford, right? So
I don't think Penske's the one at all.
Yeah, and honestly,
neither Gibbs because it's Toyota.
What else is there?
I mean, it's RCR and then Hendrick.
Oh God, he's not going RCR. So
and he's not going to Hendrick.
No. Well,
I think Jordan Taylor's next in line to have like a ride there at Hendrick.
No, I'm not so sure about that. Christian and I have been talking about that too.
Yeah.
Anyways,
because I think it's at least 2 or 3 years down the line.
Yeah, I think when Jordan's done with Corvette, I think he goes. If he can't get into, this is my thing. I don't want to go there yet. We'll talk about this later. Anyways,
okay.
So just with SVG, I think Trackhouse, if they can work something out and they can get some, if you were to able to get Red Bull sponsor the car,
Like for maybe half the year. Or
No,
something,
no,
or
no, no.
maybe
Just
whole
sponsor the
thing.
car here. Like, what's it going to cost them? It's not costing them to run a team.
It's not going to cost them more.
Right.
Right.
And then whoever
So-
that sponsor was they had this weekend, that guy's like, they're like,
Some health company.
Right.
Like, yeah, they're on the map.
I mean, we'll sponsor your third car with a pickup pit team and all that. And they won. So anyways, I don't know. I just,
incredible history to say the least.
so we'll have to see. We'll see what happens. I hope SVG can come here sooner than later. I think it'd be great.
Imagine him singing a NASCAR at Watkins Glen.
The sad part is he's not in the chase.
The playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he did slot into P36 in the standings. He's just behind Cody Ware.
Oh my God. Oh, there's gonna be some points had there.
Anyways, so all right. Oh, I love this. This site has all the winners. Yeah, there's no asterisk next to. Oh no, there is.
There is. There has to be.
No, there's an asterisk next to him. It says he won a race. Anyways, well, here's the good thing. Exciting news in my quest to lock out folks without wins.
Well, and Kevin Harvick and Brad Keselowski. Look at them. Ty Gibbs is on the bubble.
Yeah.
It's getting good. It's getting good now. And I'll tell you, we're heading to Atlanta this weekend. Okay, anyone can win that race. Corey LaJoy.
So right now,
Seriously.
oh man,
Speaking of fire.
right now, yeah, Harvick. Oh, it's hard. Oh, Bad Brad's still in it. Oh God.
Yes, sir.
Oh
I have a little bit of. Speaking of Wendy's, I have a little bit of beef. Get it?
yeah.
With,
And then Bad
Noah
Brad.
Gragson.
So we got Bad Brad. We got Harvick's the first one with no wins, and I think he's gonna strike. That's this could be the weekend. Atlanta.
It could be. I mean,
Yeah.
all the cards seem right. I mean,
Yeah.
that's where he got his first win.
The only out
so.
of Harvick, Keselowski, Buescher, Wallace, and Gibbs, I think Harvick and Buescher have the best chance to win. Third would be Bubba.
Come on, really? Not Brad?
No, bad.
You
bad
picked
no,
Bubba
no,
over
bad
Brad.
No, but
Yeah.
see, then you got Suarez and the
Justin Haley.
Suarez.
And Alex Bowman.
You got Suarez, the Dinger. You got Bowman. You McDonald. You got Haley, and you got Austin Cindric. And the other
Chase
thing
Elliott.
is, oh yeah, we forgot about Chase Elliott. I
my
mean,
God.
seriously. So all we need is two of those guys, and it just throws absolute chaos into this.
Yeah, to win or like place well.
Right.
So that's where these kind of races come into play. Atlanta,
Yeah.
'cause
Well,
it's such a wild
this one kind of hurts that Van Ginsberg won.
It does put a damper on it. It's just
I know,
like, well,
and it.
Harrison Burton wins this race, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. If he wins on a road course, yeah. Wow. Oh God. But yeah. I think Oh man, Harvick could do it. All right. So that's kind of where we are in NASCAR world. So congrats to SVG. Hope they hear more
Big win.
from him sooner than later.
And Trackhouse, all the Trackhouse.
Yeah. Trackhouse.
'Cause that project
Trackhouse.
works.
Yeah. That's it. Drives interest in the sport. But also, I think if somebody with the personality of SVG fits in really well, he's kind of a cool cat, so I like him. So hopefully that'll work out. So we'll see what happens there. All right, so we wind down. We're down through the racing. So Nate, let's. Oh, hold on. This is what happened. I lost our agenda. Hold on.
You're good.
This is good.
So,
good-
I mean,
this is good
we're-
podcasting right here. All right, here it
Yeah,
is. Okay,
well-
we got it. Got it.
Okay.
All right. So, anyway, so let's look ahead here. So we got F1 this weekend. We got in Britain.
At Silverstone.
At Silverstone. Hold on. I am checking, as the Ferrari guys say. I am checking. Christian sent us his picks. Hold on. I'm still checking. He has Max, Carlos, Checo, and his dark horses, Albon.
It would be Albon. No, I know. I would pick that too.
So where are you?
Well, let me tell you. So Max is going to win.
Yep.
I think you're going to see Carlos Sainz rebound from last year.
Okay.
Second. And hey, you know what? I think this is where you're going to see the Ferrari double podium. Carlos Sainz comes in third.
Like that. Okay.
And then my dark horse. This is the only time I'm going to pick him, but I'll say Logan Sargent because he really could sneak in some points here. If,
all right.
The race fans out differently, right?
Yep.
So, and this is his best track, so this is his best opportunity.
I think
on the schedule to get points.
Okay, I am going to go with Max. I'm going to go with Checo.
Interesting.
Hold on. And then I'm going to go with Leclerc.
That's good.
And my dark horse is going to be Lando.
I kind of like the paint scheme, I gotta say. I think it looks more like a Force India
I don't like
than anything, but
I don't.
It's okay.
I'm not.
I do like the silver chrome on a F1 car. It does look
I
nice.
think this track isn't a Aston track, but anyways, I'm gonna go Lando. All right, so that's kind of where we are, and based on how practice FP1 and FP2 went today,
Williams looks good.
Williams looks good. Mercedes does not look good.
I know. Aren't they like third? Isn't McLaren and Aston Martin?
They were the third Mercedes engine car. Mercedes was the third engine car.
Okay.
Yeah, they were 12th and 15th. They look good. Anyways, moving on. That's enough of that. We'll talk about them next.
And big news! Brad Pitt's making his F1
debut. Oh Christ! I was hoping you weren't going to talk about that.
Oh, I know. That's it.
All right. Thank God.
We'll just jump over that. Yeah. Shaun.
Yeah, let's keep doing that. Hashtag blessed. Anyways, IMSA this weekend, we're at Motorsport outside Toronto, our Canadian Tire Motorsports Pack. Super fast, legendary track. It's been on the IMSA schedule forever. Kind of like Watkins Glen, Lime Rock, Road America. So this will be a fun race. 2 hours and 45 minutes. The Michelin Pilot race is on Saturday. Again, that should be a dinger of a race. I'm looking forward to watching that. I don't know if I'll catch the challenge race live. I'll have to watch it tomorrow, but in the afternoon, tomorrow night. But I will catch the IMSA race on Sunday after the F1 race, and then we move on to Monza for the WEC Classic. 6 hours. Ferrari's backyard.
That should be a good race.
In the Ferrari Hypercar. This should be a good one. Ferrari was quick in FP1. Toyota was quick in FP2 today. We shall see what happens, shakes out in FP3 as we head into qualifying tomorrow. Big news though from on the WEC front as well as IMSA. Proton, longtime Porsche GT entrant is they're debuting their Porsche Hypercar LMDH at Monza here on the WEC side with WeatherTech sponsorship, and they will be debuting their IMSA car at Road America. Again, with WeatherTech sponsorship there. So the McNeil family stepping up there. So good on them. And the car, they sixth in practice today. The surprise in practice today apparently was the Jota private car. It was quick. It was second in the first session and in the top 5 in the second session. So again, So this is what I like about Porsche is that they sell their cars to privateers. Okay, so good on them. NASCAR this weekend. Can't top last weekend. It's at Atlanta. We're at Atlanta, but we're also at Mid Ohio for the truck race.
Do you think Marco Andretti's the victor?
Oh, Connor's running.
Yeah, and
Yep.
Parker Kligerman, right?
Yep.
If he's running,
Parker's running. Connor should have the inside knowledge because he just ran there last weekend. He's probably sleeping at Bobby Rahaal's house over the week.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Archer is there too, so that should be entertaining.
Oh my God! Imagine that race.
Yeah, that'll be fun. All right. So then we'll discuss on when we reconvene on next Tuesday, our regular recording time.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe Frankie Muniz.
Let's move to news. There, right? A lot of this news revolves around Andretti. Autosports. So now, just so our listeners know, typically we record on Tuesday. However, this week it was 4th of July, so we couldn't kind of coordinate doing a Wednesday, Thursday. The only night that worked was tonight, Nate and I. That's why you get Nate and I versus just all three of us. But I think this broke on Monday.
Yeah,
and this was so Marco got named to drive right this weekend.
The 7 truck, right?
Right. Yep. And it was with 1001 Group, which is part of Gamebridge, which is the big sponsor for the Andretti IndyCars.
Andretti,
right?
But think about it, Shaun.
So, what else happened?
How is this starting? How is this starting? Right.
Well, it starts with that it's a Spire truck, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what happens the next day is Gamebridge announces sponsorship of both Spire cars this weekend at Atlanta. And my first comment was, guess who Andretti's buying?
Seriously.
All three of us were like, guess they're buying them. Because I will be honest, they have made no bones about it going into NASCAR. Now, this follows up on this other little tasty tidbit that came out that has kind of set the hair of one Toto Wolff and Fred Vasseur on fire, whatever hair Fred Vasseur has left. Now, I'm a big fan of Fred Vasseur, but starting to lose a little bit on my where he falls in the pantheon of Formula One guys. So apparently the list has been cut to 2.
2 more entries, team entries
for Formula One. Okay.
Yeah.
One of and it's highly speculated, but it hasn't really been confirmed that Andretti Cadillac or Andretti GM is one of them. Okay.
But what about the HRT?
Who's HRT?
Team as well. Isn't there like a British team that was?
No, there's a British team. Yes. There's like 3 or 4. There's just some of these. This is the only solid one. There are some other ones that are in there that Craig Pollock.
Wait, that are in the conversation.
Yeah, Craig Pollock, Formula One Equal or whatever that was. That's been apparently bounced. I mean, he had no, like the other candidates have no affiliation with a engine or manufacturer,
right?
To the degree that Andretti does. Now, Ford and Red Bull, I'm still contending that is just a badging exercise. That Ford has nothing, bringing nothing to the table there. But whatever. Anyways, we can talk in the off season about that. But that's what's going on there. Now that just was like, okay, there we go. Then news broke today that Andretti is revamping their IndyCar team. So now,
what does that say, Shaun? The first one to go has to be someone in that 29 car, I would say.
Okay, so let's get to that in a second here. Let's talk about the team. Right now they have Colton Herter, Kyle Kirkwood, right? Two up and comers. Now Roman is out of contract at the end of the season. He has been in contract negotiations with them. However, it's kind of stalled. And I think some of it has to do, I think a little bit has to do with Roman's attitude a little bit.
Well, he's not finishing.
Right, he's not
It's not
finishing.
just his attitude.
Right.
There's no results there.
Right. So that's kind of leading to speculation that he might be out. Now, this is where the story today kind of goes. That Rob Edwards, who is the COO of Andretti Autosport and also Colton's race strategist, kind of said that they're moving in a direction of having non-paid drivers in the car. So that means they're going to have all of their drivers going to be on contract, paid from Andretti.
Right.
Now, I'm going to go down this route. Okay, just hear me out. Let's assume Roman is out.
And Devlin, right?
Di Francesco is definitely out. Okay.
Both are out, so there's 2 seats available.
Yeah, 2 seats available. Di Francesco's going. He's going. His only place is Coin, or he's going to either go to Juncos or Foyt as paid driver for a third car. Okay,
For sure. Yep.
That's where he's going. Okay, Coin. He could go to Coin too. All right. I mean, I think honestly his best bet would be to go to Coin because Malukas is out. Malukas is leaving Coin.
Or, I mean, AJ Ford, if they bring back the 4 car. I mean.
Right. But Malukas has already said he's leaving Coin. So I have to think that he's going somewhere. He has something in his back pocket.
Lined up.
So could it be at ECR? Because maybe RHR isn't. Maybe RHR is going to take Ed's spot and Coin's going to take Connor's spot.
Supposedly Connors, right? Yeah,
and they may, and if they run a 4th car, they run it in Indy for Ed, whatever. I don't know. I'm just kind of speculating.
Well, they do. They do the 33.
Right.
So
assume the 2 are out there. The 2 biggest names right now that are sort of in contract limbo are Marcus Ericsson at Ganassi, because I still don't understand why. He won the Indy 500. He's finished in the top points all the time, yet Chip still wants him to bring more money to the team.
Okay,
whatever. I don't get that. The other one, the other driver who I unfortunately these 2 tangled. It was sweet on sweet crime this weekend.
Oh my God.
Felix
Right,
Rosenquist.
Felix.
Now, if I was Michael, I would bring these 2 in definitely. That's just my thought because I think they're 2 damn good drivers.
Well, Felix says he'll get it on pole.
Well, Marcus is very good. He's won the Indy 500.
Great race.
I mean, Marcus will bring the Husky thing, but he wants to get paid too. So maybe Malukas goes to Ganassi. I don't know. Whatever. Ganassi because Pelot's out over there, right? So it's Dixie.
Yep.
Whatever. I don't know. It's like right now that's like a mess over there. I don't know what's going on. Because I'll be blatantly honest. I hate to say Zach Brown. I don't think your man Pelot is going to be driving IndyCars next year. There is apparently an out in his contract that if he gets an offer from an F1 team outside of McLaren, he can go. That's from Marshall Pruitt. So
I don't know. I think it's 1 more year. He wants to try to win the Indy 500. I think.
I think he's gone. I think
that quick.
Yeah, because I don't think DeVries lasts. He's gone. DeVries is out. He's going. They're going to put Pelot in at AlphaTauri. He's going to get 1 season there, and then Perez is on a contract for next season. Perez is gone, and they'll move Pelot up to Red Bull. That's what I see happening.
Wow. I mean, it's not really too far fetched because I'll tell you, Alex Pelot, I think really more so wants to get into F1 than
he does. He does. Long term,
he doesn't want to be an IndyCar champion.
Yeah, that's right. So I think he's the next one, JPM type that could go to F1. All right. You there?
Sure.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. A little technical glitch here. So that's kind
Felix Rosenquist.
I see those two I could see. Now, let's just say Palou goes. I think then Zach has to decide. Then Zach will keep Rosenquist. Or he may take Ericsson. Okay.
I mean,
so that
maybe.
leaves Rosenquist. So Rosenquist has options. He can go, if he brings cash, he can go to Ganassi. Otherwise, I think he goes to Andretti. Now, this is where I get into the wild card situation. I think, let's just say that Ericsson goes to McLaren. Okay. Because Palou's not going because he's going wherever. Or Chip signs him. Rosenquist either goes to Andretti. So now there's an open spot at Andretti. I could see Michael taking a flyer on Connor.
Connor Daly?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I can see that happening.
Every car.
Huh?
I don't see that happening.
What?
I don't see that happening. I don't.
I'm just saying.
You put Ryan Hunter right before that. That's clear on the driver ranking.
There's a good point there. Maybe RHR is back. I don't know. Yeah, if Grosjean goes,
no, I'm just telling you.
Let's put it this way:
Grosjean.
if Grosjean goes, right, then DHL's like, can you bring RHR back? I can see that. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff there, so good. A lot of stuff, but a lot of news revolves around Andretti right now.
Well, I think you're
and also don't
pretty
forget,
darn close to right. I think at least one of the Swedish drivers is going over to Andretti.
Don't forget. If both go there, they're a powerhouse. They're right back at it. That's just my opinion because I think both of those guys are. I think those guys are both level-headed, and I think they fit in well with Colton and Kyle. That's just my opinion.
And I think, and let me tell you something too. I think Felix Rosenquist learned something at Indy this year. He can qualify very well, and I think obviously if you
want to blow my mind, what if VK and Lundgaard end up at Andretti?
Wait,
right.
Oh
I'm just throwing. I'm just going there. Right. I'm just saying that. I don't know. Anyway, so there's a lot going on in Andretti, and also don't forget that Andretti WTR is bringing on a second hybrid car. Honda.
That's right.
Acura. Sorry.
So
could we see Marco driving that? Maybe. Or possibly. If they buy Spire, could we see Marco in NASCAR?
In NASCAR.
Yes.
No, I think
that's where Marco's going. But anyway,
he's already made a Xfinity debut.
I think that's where he's going. Anyways, all right. So other news. That was awesome stuff there. So Malukas is leaving Coin. So TBD.
I think he's going to Penske.
Ganassi. I think that would be good. I think that would be good. Car. I think what you would see there is you have Malukas, Dixon, and Armstrong. And then possibly Takuma in the fourth car doing the oval races.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do see Marcus Armstrong eventually being full-time.
Right. Yeah, I think Marcus might go full-time next year. If not, whatever. It's fine. I don't have a problem. Okay. Toto and Fred, shut up. Enough. Toto today, we can't have another car on the grid because of safety. Toto, back in the day,
there's extra cars on the grid.
Back in the day, we had 26 to 30 cars. Like I've had enough of him. Go, leave. Fred, same. Like it's funny. Two guys with two big teams that are struggling are making the most noise.
They don't want to be eighth in the standings. That just doesn't look good on them, Shaun.
We already covered SVG to NASCAR in 2024. That'll be awesome. Lamborghini will debut their LMDH car at the Goodwood Festival of Speed in 2 weeks. Woo woo! Very excited about that. Similar to what Penske did. Similar to what Porsche did when they debuted the 963 there. So make a run up the hill. That'll be exciting. Hopefully they don't put it in the little wall. And then just kind of on a last minute note here, WEC, the Azzato Fraschini car. People can laugh about this stuff. But these boutique makers like Glickenhaus and stuff, this is what makes endurance sports car racing great. They just completed their last 24-hour run at Motor Complex Aragon, in Portugal. The car is on debut at Monza this weekend. It will make I believe a test. It will make a lap of the track, so that's pretty cool. And they have a huge display going on there with their kind of road car version that they're going to bring out. So that's kind of exciting. So good stuff going on in WEC and things like that. So hopefully, Nate, we covered a lot tonight.
Well, hang on a second. So I got something thinking. I guess I'm thinking here.
Oh boy, what are you thinking about?
So
IndyCar drivers?
Didn't Romain Grosjean sign with Lamborghini to race the prototype next year?
Yes, he did. So
he must be leaving IndyCar then.
Huh? No, he was. It was
IndyCar
supposedly there was no conflicts, but I don't know. I don't see how that works. But anyways, so. I don't know. Look, Roman.
For example, this weekend.
Right. Yeah.
Monza,
well, he was. I don't know if he was on the IMSA. Oh no, because he was on the IMSA side. So there is no race. There's no IndyCar race this weekend.
Oh, that's right.
So I don't know. I have no idea. But maybe he's out.
True.
Who knows? If he's out, look, I would love it if RHR came back. That'd be great.
That'd be great.
It would be great.
Especially on the ovals, too. He's good at road courses.
And then you bring in one of the Swedes. That would be awesome. Either one of those two I'll take.
I'll tell you what. If anything, I may call it right now, just Christian Lundgaard, right? Unless RLL really wants to hang on to him. I see Felix Rosenquist more so than anything.
Yeah.
Between the two.
I think the big thing right now is to see where Palou goes. If he let's just say, because there's a lot of overtures being made from the guru of Formula One drivers, Helmut Marko. Guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyways, that's the only thing I fear for Alex is just being affiliated with him.
It's possible.
I know.
It's possible.
The guy
if you're saying both AlphaTauri.
No. Just De Vries is out. Yuki's coming. Yuki's back until the Red Bull power plant goes up. Then
until 2026.
Right. But then Honda let's just say Honda's obviously coming back with Aston Martin.
Yep. Right.
If Yuki, the reason he's at AlphaTauri is because of Honda.
Solely. I understand that.
Right. So does he go to Aston Martin?
I mean, that's the decision.
Is he better? Is he better than Lance?
It's close.
It's close. I think you're right.
It's close. But I would say Yuki by a hair.
Yeah. But Nate, I mean, it's going to make for an interesting off season.
For sure.
I just found all this Andretti news breaking this week kind of weird.
It's weird timing because Marco Andretti going to the truck at Mid-Ohio was kind of the first ball that really started.
Right,
really
and then
moving.
all of a sudden, Gainsbridge pops up on the cars.
Right.
Okay,
that's number two.
And all we heard was that until Andretti found out about their Formula One project, they weren't going to make a commitment to NASCAR. Well, they must have found out something. They must have found out something about their Formula One program.
Either it's definite or it's definitely not happening.
I think it's
happening.
I think it's happening, and Toto and Fred don't have to worry about the money because Guggenheim, which is the private equity company that is part owners, Guggenheim has more money than friggin' Toto could ever earn in his friggin' life, and they could buy Mercedes out. They could buy Mercedes the company out, and put Toto Toto will be he'll be doing some back market Formula 3 program. I mean, seriously. I mean, the nerve of just the gall of him to say that is just amazing. But anyways, it's just whatever.
I mean, open the door for other teams, right?
Right. Just other drivers. I mean,
especially manufacturers. Andretti really did something with getting Cadillac.
Right. I mean, can they go ahead and put Sargent in there? Yeah. but I think they're really looking. I hope
so.
not. I'm thinking they're looking for two.
It's at least Colton Herta, and then I would say an experienced F1
unless
driver.
Colton's not going until he gets his points. So they got to get somebody that's got. They need two good drivers in there. I mean, there are drivers out there, so who knows? But anyways, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways,
I mean, this may sound nuts, but think about this.
Can't be any more nuts than the IndyCar talk we had about who's moving where.
Well, I mean, kind of hear me out for a second, because you really got to think about this, right? Like, what happens? Because Audi is being transformed around the same time.
Yep.
Andretti is going to be in.
With Valtteri?
I think Andretti gets up Valtteri.
Right there, I would be all in on that. Because
think about it.
I think
Sebastian Vettel comes out of retirement.
No. I think Carlos.
And then who do you replace?
No. This is what I think.
Because Joe Guan Yu, I think, is gone.
No,
after
he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. They're going to keep him because Joe. First off, he's a good little driver. I like him.
He is.
Secondly, the Chinese market for cars is huge. Okay, and
so Audi is
Audi's having a real problem trying to sell cars right now. So if you're going to market, I would marketing to China. Okay.
But think about it, Shaun. That makes more sense, right? Like,
well, you have to look at the bigger picture. You have to look at the bigger picture, right? Which is Carlos Sainz Jr. is his dad drives for Audi in rally. Okay?
I know you did say that.
No. But this is how I put things together. So why would not Carlos Sainz Jr. go to Audi and drive there? Carlos is not he's the guy's a top 5 driver in Formula One.
He is.
You know what? If they don't want him, if I'm Andretti, I'm taking him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Carlos.
You imagine Carlos here in America? The guy be. He'd be second to SVG.
America would love him.
Oh, yeah. God, absolutely would love him. He's I love him. He's the kid. Yeah. The kid is. I love him. But I see him going to Audi. I think Joe will stay there. Yeah, Valtteri, perfect fit at Andretti. Why?
Yeah.
Because he loves being in America. He loves being in Australia. Andretti's in Australia with Walkinshaw Andretti supercars. Oh, Valtteri, would you like to drive a supercar race? Absolutely. Would you like to drive a NASCAR race? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Would you like to try and drive the Indy 500? Absolutely.
He'd be all in.
Exactly.
And I just think right away, that's the first driver that goes to Andretti.
Absolutely. It'd be awesome. Anyways. So, no, but that's how I look at these things. You have to look at the whole picture. I mean, could Sargent go to Andretti? Yes. Why? Because he's an American with a thing. I don't think personally, long term, he's viable in that. And nothing against him.
But the pace between Albon and him is pretty large.
The guy that they would love to. I mean, obviously they want to put Colton. The two people they would love to put in there at Andretti, it would be Jay New and Colton.
Hands down.
Yeah,
hands down.
Yeah,
because that'd be just the best.
Yeah.
American drivers.
Right now, if they were going to if Andretti's going to get hosed on this deal, I'd automatically go to Penske and go, "You win, Roger," and Roger goes, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And then Roger goes over and bitch slaps Toto.
Silly part is I can really see that happening.
I can see that happening. Trust me. Trust me. Roger's, yeah. It's if Roger's doesn't have to put a ton of money into it, he's in. Roger, we'll give you the name. I can see Michael going, yeah, it can be Penske, Cadillac, Andretti. And Roger would be like, I'm in.
You might hate me for saying this, but what if it was Hendrick?
Because no, because he's not Honda.
Because it's not a whole deal. No, but it's like Cadillac.
Oh, Cadillac. I see the GM thing. Yeah, because Rick could still slap Toto in the head. That'd be good.
Well, that's what I mean. Between one of them, I think. Hendrick is maybe his second best option for that.
What if Trackhouse did it?
No. Oh my God.
Imagine Mr. Worldwide at the Formula One races.
Oh my God. That'd be so epic.
That would be so epic.
Justin Marks is just there. Like,
I love Justin. Justin's the best.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's awesome. Anyways.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
All right. Well, look at that. News. Wow. Covered a lot tonight.
Yeah, we did. This is Shaun.
I just wish we were able to record on Tuesday because we would have broke the Spire story.
I know.
That was like all three of us were like,
I was just like, Shaun,
all three of us. Like, I'm going, they're buying them. And you're like, 2 seconds later, they're buying them. And it was like, I'm like, Christian's like, I think they're buying them. It's like,
come on. On that story, all roads lead to.
Yeah, all roads lead to Andretti. Oh, I love Michael. I give Michael all the props in the world. It's awesome. And
you know what's gonna be funny? Hey, guess what, Shaun? You know what? I'm gonna make a.
You know what the best was out of this whole thing with SVG winning, and was Mario. He sends a tweet. He puts a tweet out. Congrats to SVG. What a great job, right? And then SVG goes, "Thank you." Like, I mean, he knew. I mean, dude, Mario.
Mario's a NASCAR winner, Daytona 500 winner,
Daytona 500, Daytona and Indy 500 winner, and Formula One world champion, IndyCar. Okay, you can. Don't even get me going, Mario. Wow. Love him.
Yep.
The fact that he knows that, like, some people are like, "Who? What?" Mario's like, "Love this guy."
I think he just watches all racing.
Mario? Yes. Like, he still wants to get behind the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
The guy's 82. Wait a minute. 82. No, 83. Love him.
So
absolutely love him. No. Hey, look, Michael gets in. Mario could get his super license back. He could go. He probably could beat people. That's the worst part.
His one race he does is Monaco or something.
Imagine if he won.
Just qualifies on pole and just races on from there.
Exactly. Max is like, what? What just happened?
Fred's like, what? Alonso.
I know. And they're all like, they all get down and they're all bowing to him. Although, I got to give Verstappen props. He actually watched the race.
He did?
He watched SVG win.
I mean, wow.
Yeah, it was on like motorsport.com or Autosport. They had the article, and Max was actually openly rooting for him to win. And then they asked him, he said, "Would you have any interest in NASCAR?" And like, Max is just like, right now, he's so focused on Formula One. Like, he just goes, I don't know.
Okay.
You know,
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Which is a great answer because, like, the guy's in his prime on Formula One. You know, let him get done with his Formula One career and go, I'd like to give that a try. But you know what?
Well,
Here's the thing. I can see Justin going, now that he has one Red Bull guy in the stable.
Oh, you just took those words right out of my mouth. Red Bull Racing goes back.
So Justin's like sitting there next year going, Formula One calendar, looking to see road race something. Oh, look, Max, you know.
Yeah, seriously.
I still want Kimmy to come back and get one win. I'd lose it if the Kim still got a win. Hey, you know what? God. He could get Lewis. He could get Lewis to do a race. I'd be all in on that.
Anyone in F1, seriously. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
anyone that's good, like Valtteri.
Most realistic one.
Yeah, I want Valtteri, Fred.
Do you think
Carlos or
Jensen
Charles
Button finally gets away from Rick Ware?
Well, that's only because of his sponsorship arrangement. Yeah, I think Justin would like to get him on there. Because I think Jensen. I think a lot of people relate to Justin because he thinks outside the box.
Yeah.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised to see Justin try and do a Formula One team. It wouldn't surprise me. The kid's smart. His dad's got I mean, look, he knows it. Like, his dad made a ton of money in venture capital, but Justin is doing stuff on his own. With his dad's business acumen. So, I mean, Justin's and I urge people to listen to the Justin Marks podcast with the Dinner with Racer guys. because honestly, Justin's good friends with both Ryan and Shaun. So I would urge people to listen to those because you get a sense of where Justin's coming from. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's no AJ, but
No.
but who is?
There's only one.
There's only one. Anyways,
yeah.
just so we're gonna try and wrap this up. Just kind of next week when we look ahead to Tuesday, we'll talk British Grand Prix. We'll talk NASCAR at Atlanta. We'll talk Mid Ohio a little bit if we get the truck race in. IMSA, WEC, and then the RMR podcast team will be doing a road trip next week.
Oh yeah.
Next week.
And what is that, Shaun?
We are going to Stafford Springs next Thursday night for the.
That's going to be up in Smoke. Get it? Smoke.
Is going to be the opening night of the opening race of the 2023 SRX season at Stafford Springs, along with the SK Modifieds. Excited to see those too. And we are very excited about being there. So we'll report on that in 2 weeks' time, and then after that hiatus, which gets over late, Christian and I are on Friday night duty up to Canaan for a week from this Friday, or a week from tonight. We're heading up to Canaan for Kartmania for the Kartmania weekend, which is Saturday practice and qualifying, and Sunday we have on the road course, the big road course at Canaan Motorsports Club. We are on for 30-minute races. One with the Red Mist World Formula Kart, and then the Red Mist Tag Kart will be on track. So hoping for some good results there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Christian's done well there.
Yeah, let's go, Christian. Yeah, he'll do.
We've
fine.
done well. The karts are pretty much ready to go. We have some work to do on Sunday, but so there's a lot going on in the racing world and a lot going on with the Red Mist guys. That Tuesday episode could be a week from Tuesday. That's going to be epic. We were trying to figure out how to do, like, we were going to do a podcast before in the parking lot at SRX. I know, it's but we're like, I don't know. We're still trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out how to get there at the same time.
Well, in what time? Like orchestrate everyone, right?
Yeah, because it's like 2 hour. It's 2 hour drive for us and about 2 hours for you. Yeah.
Yeah, but, 2 hours. Yeah.
But like Christian said, what are we gonna do if we get there at 1? Like, that's true.
Gates open anyway. So
yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I'm not interested. Like, if Captain Leg was there, you'd be interested in the autograph session.
Might have not cut the line this year.
Tony Stewart takes you down.
I didn't mean to. Mate. Like, oh my god.
Oh, it's Tony. I didn't do it.
Oh, who we're gonna see? We're gonna see Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right,
before
we
got
go,
good drivers.
All right, hold on. Sorry, Nate. Just Phil here for a second.
So think about it.
You know what? I stupidly looked this up today.
Oh no! I bet it was a good tidbit. Or a little. Didn't Austin Dillon get in? He's doing Eldora. Oh, that's so
okay. All right. Okay. Oh, this is epic. This is crazy. All right. So for Stafford, we're just going to Stafford. Okay. So Marco's in because he's the reigning champion. From the NASCAR space, we have one Kevin Harvick. We have
Kevin Harvick.
We have Denny Hamlin, Bobby Labonte, Clint Boyer, Ryan Newman, and Nate's favorite, Bad Brad.
Yeah, boy.
IndyCar. We got Marco.
You have to say Haley Deegan.
Jesus, I was trying to skip. Yeah, Haley Deegan.
Come on, NASCAR.
Jesus. Yep. All right. Yep. So we got an IndyCar. We have Marco, TK, Paul Tracy, and RHR. It's fantastic.
It's gonna be so good.
This is going to be good. The only thing I don't understand is why Ryan Briscoe wasn't entered in as a wild card, because Ryan's wife works for ESPN, and she's going to be hosting the event.
Yeah.
But the coup d'etat is Mr. The Smoke, Tony Stewart, is in.
He's doing the whole schedule.
I know. It doesn't matter. He's at the event we're going to.
Yeah. So, well, you know who else is? I mean, it's an amazing list, but the special part of the list is Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, and DK, Tony Kanaan. So
Clint Boyer? You know what? I'm rooting against him. I'm rooting against him.
Shaun, if Paul Tracy dumps Clint Boyer.
Imagine that fight. No, I'm going to tell you right now. This is it's going to come down to this is what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to a 2-lap shootout between Smoke and Ryan Newman.
Oh no!
Boom!
Yeah, Barbara Bonnie sneaks through.
Oh, you imagine that? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if Marco won.
We seriously just called this finish.
We got so lucky on this race. I can't believe it. PT's going to be there. I love PT.
Yeah.
PT's looking slim. He slimmed down.
Yeah, he's having himself a good summer.
Yeah. What are you saying? Social media posts that he put up recently?
I follow him. Whatever. So he's a cool dude. Hey, so.
I'm so excited for that race. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2002 Indy 500 winner.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Castro Neves won't be there.
Is it 12? So there's 12 guys there?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's going to be crazy. Then we got the SK Modifieds beforehand.
That'll be a great show.
Well, here's the other thing next week. They also have the Eldora is having the $1 million sprint car race.
Oh, wow. Like coming out?
Yeah, it's with Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson's group, the High Limit guys, and along with and Tony put up the $1 million. Oh
my God!
You gotta watch that. That stuff is.
I'll tell you what. You know who I'd love to see win is Harvick. If Harvick won.
No, I want it between the Rocket and Smoke.
I really see Bobby the Bunny winning it though.
I really see Paul Tracy taking Bad Brad out.
I know. Yeah, well, I was just kind of ring around the rosy to that one, but
I'm surprised. You know what the worst part is? I'm actually surprised that Logano's not driving, but he's in the booth. Oh,
he's calling it. So
I know
we picked the race to go
because
to.
that idiot's from. I rephrase that. Anyways, that driver is from local. I thought he'd be
censor
in.
It.
Yeah, censor. Beep.
Yeah,
anyways, I'm just not a Logano fan. Sorry,
Christian. We got some work for you.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna tell him. Anyways, no one swore. It's just that there was just my comment about Logano. It's gonna be
Alan Bestwick, Matt Yoakum.
Yeah, how come no Connor Daly? Very upset about that. I like Connor.
Well, yeah, those IndyCar drivers.
But Nicole Briscoe's going to be there. So why couldn't they put Ryan in a car?
Yeah, they could have highlighted him as.
No, just throw him in. Who cares? Like, put Ryan in and go get some local modified talent and put him in the race. So they have 14 cars. Who cares?
Well, you know what's funny about this one? This year, there isn't a local hero entry.
I know, and I'm kind of disturbed because the last race of the season is the only one that Ernie Francis Jr. is doing.
Right.
You know, which I'm kind of bummed about because I like Ernie.
Yeah, he's good. He was good in these cars.
Kid's quick.
Very aggressive.
Kid's quick. But they're going to some cool tracks. Going to Thunder Road in Vermont after this, the following week. Oh my God, Tony
Eldora, and then Lucas Oil.
Are they going to? Oh my God, they're going to Eldora
later on.
Oh my God.
That's the second to last round.
Yeah, 2 dirt rents. Oh my God.
Yeah, and Matt Kenseth is doing Eldora. So
no, he isn't. Is he? Oh, yeah. Is Logano going to do it?
Oh, listen, man, come on. He's probably gonna call it, and they're probably gonna like, "Hey, Matt, it's Joey. Hey, Joey."
Hey, Matt. Hey, Joe, you want to get out there?
Yeah, right. Oh my god.
That was awesome. That was still the best. That was the best. When you get called out, like you got crashed, and like Dale Jr. and Tony Stewart both call you out for that. Like one is he had it coming, and the other one goes, "Wow."
He chunked him. He didn't just wreck him, he chunked him.
He chucked him. I love it. There's some moments in NASCAR I like, and it's just, but it's like I like the cast of characters. It's just they don't have any characters anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's so like, Daytona 500 winner Austin Dillon.
I know.
Yeah.
And you know what's gonna? I know what's gonna happen to Stafford. Marco's gonna win by a mile going away. It's just.
You're so sure.
He's on a. The guy is on a roll.
Hey, joke's on us if he wins.
Oh my
God!
Yeah.
And then Corey LaJoy and Spire wins at Atlanta, right? You know this whole Spire.
And I like Corey's more like that's what I like. I like people like that, like in NASCAR. Yeah. I like Dale Jr.
Podcast too. I like his.
Oh, Stacking Pennies. Fantastic.
Yeah,
he had a great interview with SVG.
He sure did.
He did.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You saw that.
I did see it. He did. And then Trackhouse on YouTube for folks. They're doing the SVG Chronicles. Fantastic stuff there. You can't like this. You can't like this guy enough. The guy is the balls.
Yeah, and Kyle Larson was.
Larson.
Like I said earlier, he was one of the first drivers to say he kicked our butts.
Imagine like Andretti picks Larson for Formula One. That'd be awesome.
What? That'd be insane.
Larson.
He'd probably do all right. Get points on debut.
Do all right?
Yeah.
He can drive anything.
Well, we'll see what he does in the Indy 500 next year.
He's gonna be top. He's gonna be top 10.
I would like to see him finish higher than Kurt Busch, who finished 6th in 2014.
Which was fantastic, and I think a lot of teams missed the opportunity to sign Kurt Busch.
They really did.
They did because I think he's no slouch on road courses, but I mean at least he would keep you in the top 15. But on the ovals, whether it was super speedway or the Iowa, the small tracks. All right, so the other big rumor is Milwaukee might be back.
Yeah,
we got to go. If that comes back, we're going.
Yeah, we should. Because I'll tell you, that's a classic track for those cars.
That'd be awesome. We can podcast after.
Yeah, right.
We're going. If they go to Milwaukee, I'm in. I'm going.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I already told you guys. I think that Argentina Grand Prix or whatever.
I think that
realistic.
Yeah, I think it's realistic. Hopefully, I think with this,
they want to go to Brazil too. I think with the street or Sao Paulo.
I think they want to go back to. I think they want to go to Gold. I also think they want to go Gold Coast.
Yeah, if they went back there, that'd be like they put on a great race.
Would you go
to Australia?
Yes. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Would you go? So, quick question before we end this: would you go there, or would you go to Bathurst for the 1,000?
I'd have to go to Bathurst.
Okay. No, I got you.
Just because of what it is, it's like.
Oh yeah, it's epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I would go to an IndyCar race in Australia all day.
Oh, absolutely. Be there. 2 seconds. If they had the IndyCars,
Will Power's home country.
All right, so let's put it this way. Oh yeah, Dixie plus Dixie's down there.
Right.
Right. So
So if they had
the IndyCars and the V8s there.
Same weekend. Oh.
I'd go.
Yeah.
I would go.
No-brainer.
And we'd have to take Derek.
Derek would have to go with us. He would, dude. That would be the best weekend for.
Oh God, beat like 3 weeks to recover, just from the jet lag.
Well, and they always put on a good race there, and it's usually two drivers anyway.
100% agree.
So it could be one of the IndyCar drivers, you know. Like,
Right.
I mean, even Ricky Taylor, he's done it. But he had like a terrible flip when he did it. But all sorts of drivers that they could do it. IndyCar drivers might dabble on both, or
Oh,
who knows?
how do we
Maybe
miss this? Thank God he's not coming. We don't get to see. Oh man, Austin Dillon's going to Eldora.
I know.
Oh, thank God. I don't
Kenny Wallace
like the
is
only
going to
person I'm
Lucas
gonna the only person I'm gonna boo is Brad.
Are you kidding me? Not Clint Boyer?
I might throw a beer can at him.
Oh my God, he'll catch it and drink it.
Drink it, I know. Here's my nightmare front row: Clint Boyer, Brad Keselowski.
Yeah. When that happens,
my greatest moment
like,
would be
what happened?
my greatest moment would be smoke dumps both of them in the first corner.
Oh my God! Yeah, 3 wide on the inside. Yeah, I could just hear the Alan
It's gonna
call.
be epic.
Yeah.
I just wish we could podcast from there. Oh, just be amazing.
That would
Anyways, all right. So on that note, Nate.
Good night.
Thank you guys for listening to the Red Mist Podcast, hosted by Christian Abbott, Shaun Abbott, and Nathan Lavin. It's produced by Christian Abbott, and music is by Alex Wart and Harrison Tate.